It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
And we're here on the morning show here on XL7. Good morning to everybody who's watching, listening, watching in whatever corner of the world you may be, on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, it's surprising where people watch from. And you would think, all you're thinking about the local area that you're hitting by an antenna or whatever. But there's people online that watch all over.
Yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
appreciate that. We appreciate
Yes,
watching.
we're grateful.
I had a interesting, I was getting a shot yesterday, and the technician that was doing the shot, she says, "Oh, I know you." And I says, "Oh," she says, "Yes." She says, "You advertise on the Bombers." I says, "Well, we do." She says, "Well, her son's one of the players."
Oh,
it turns out. So, we talk back and forth. I says, "We try to do what we can." She says, "Oh, we appreciate it. It's good. They do a great job over there and everything." So it's good.
You do a lot for the community, though.
Well, that was where I was going with that. But
I know that's not where you were going with that, but I did want to mention that because we talk about sponsorships and stuff like that and how vital important it is in this community to have people wanting to step up and sponsor.
Sure.
You talk about local, and because those are the ones that you see on the backs of the shirts of the kids
That's right.
playing T-ball or the kids.
I've never seen Rocket Mortgage or any of those other outfits on the back of some of these unknown real estate companies and things.
And you guys are one of those that you see in a lot of the different sports things and a lot of the different stuff, community stuff going on.
Sure.
Because you guys like sponsoring that stuff, and it does so much for the community by having businesses like you guys.
This is our community, and everybody that else is sponsors and it's not necessarily just even sponsors; it's just participation in and promoting the different events that go on all the time.
Yep.
So, but
sorry,
speaking of that,
went off track.
Speaking of that, but speaking of that, Friday. We went to Little T's for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
As a family, Friday. We always go to dinner. The five of us go to dinner. So the biggest decision is is all married couple go? No. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? What do you think about? So I told Rob pick some place, and we had mentioned Little T's being on and having malts.
Yep.
He had mentioned to me not 5 days before that he was looking for malts. So when he said, we got malts too. Little T's. So we went there. We had little sandwiches. I had little sliders, and everybody had something different. Everything was great. Service was great. Personalities are all great. Cannot recommend it enough. Ice cream was real good. We had a good time. We're going to go and do Beth's birthday there. Actually, we'll play golf next time when we go.
He's really taken that and moved it up a notch with the food and the. I mean, you can actually come and enjoy a whole dinner atmosphere, playing games, to just hanging out. He's added so much, which is really, really cool.
Like I say, the personality adds so much. And another great sponsor of the community. He was on the chamber board with me when I was there, and he's done a lot. So, but Mr. T's, when you're sitting going, I don't know, where do you want to go? I don't know, where do you want to go? Go there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Now you just got to go and play the putt golf.
It's putting, So as long as I'm not driving, my back won't go. Are you goofy? Because I've had that happen too. I used to golf. I'd hit the ball, I'd chase it. I'd hit the ball, I'd chase it. Excuse me, I got an eyelash popped in there. Hit the ball, chase it. Hit the ball, chase it, and that didn't work too well. So I really can't lose balls on mini golf. I hope. we'll see how it all goes.
I have.
They're water holes or sand traps?
Yeah,
or
water holes mainly.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Wasn't supposed to go there. Oops.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, that's what happens.
I might have to go up and ask for another ball. And I'm over there. Mr. Callies, this is your third ball. What's going on?
Yeah, what are you doing with that? But there's a lot to do, and we were talking about staycations and things.
Yeah.
I'll hit that real quick. And I think people are going to have a tendency to find more things to do here and realize that there's a lot more here than we realize. I mean, people come here, and they're always looking for things to do, but there are a lot of things.
We take it for
Aquatic
granted.
Center will be opening soon. The whole building will be open. It's not just the water park. That'll be opening up pretty soon, and I think that's going to be a great lift.
I think it's supposed to open Memorial Day or whatever.
Yeah, somebody at the end of the month. I think he was
Yep.
going to try to soft open a couple of days just to kind of get the feel for things.
Yep.
We did that at the United Center. When the United Center was getting built, we had everybody, all the people that were there, were given like 25 tickets. Just give them to people, have them come. Because everything seems to work, but you don't know until it's intermission. And you go and you flush all the toilets at one time. Now does everything still work? Do you have the water pressure? Do you have enough water pressure to get it up there and stuff like that? So you need those types of soft openings just to make sure that things are going well.
And to cover the things you didn't think
Well,
about.
that's when you find out, because you talk to those people that are in there and they go, well, how come they don't? Sometimes there's a reason for it, but sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, we could do that.
I like the idea of the staycation.
Yes.
I do personally, mainly because, and I say this because we take things for granted living here. And if you decide I'm going to do a staycation and try to think outside of what does a tourist that comes here and visit do?
Yep.
And it's like, man, I haven't done that since. No kidding. Those are the things you need to do.
Right.
You know, because those are the things that brought a lot of people here to begin with. And then I don't know, you end up living here and things get pushed.
Exactly. Life happens. And,
Yeah.
I'm looking at fishing gear and things like that going, that was one of the reasons we came,
Yeah, I'm with you.
I've gone through a couple boats, and partly was the water levels and things, but there was just things that we didn't have time to do because we were busy living other lives. But all the marinas have got boat rentals. There's kayak rentals for the river. They got boats on the river. You can go to the boat dock down by the Big Spring Park.
If you're doing a staycation, get a guide. Let him baby you.
Exactly.
You go out and fish
Yep.
and let him take you around. Let him help do the stuff and let him do the headache. And you just enjoy the fishing.
Yeah. And if your bride's, I don't like to fish, that's okay. Bring your book. Bring your laptop. Or your pad. And you can come and just, enjoy all the scenery.
Yep.
Wonderful place to be. We're in God's country.
I agree.
Use it. Ready?
Well,
Set?
I've got to at least do this. Whoop,
Yes,
whoop,
sir.
Or I'm gonna be in trouble.
Crap, I'm sorry, sweetie.
No, it's not you.
Going another
I
way.
forget. I get to talking and
From the top.
From the top. We'll go back all over again.
My dad
Hi,
will give
I'm
me a
Bob
hard
Zadora.
time. Go ahead.
And this is whoop, whoop, Callus. And he's here pushing the buttons and making everything happen. We're here on the morning show here on XL7. Well, we will start with the morning prayer. Brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. They're there for all of your hospice needs. I know somebody who just got checked in over there, and they're going to take care of him. They're going to take care of her. You can go, and you need a break sometimes, because sometimes you just need a break. And you can go to hospice, and they will help you with that and help you. It's not just a place to go and die. It's a place to go and live and enjoy what's left of your life and go that way instead. So the morning prayer is brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, and Sarah's going to give us the morning prayer.
Lord, we just thank you for this day that you made. We thank you for just what you're doing in and through this community. It's amazing. We thank you for our first responders that go out and answer the call. We thank you for our soldiers that do the same as well. And I just pray that they know that they're seen and loved. And just I pray that you would bring the soldiers back home, Lord. And I just thank you that your timing is perfect and your promises are steadfast. And I just thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Morning prayer. Thank you. The morning prayer is brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to have a commercial from the Z team, and then we'll be back with weather, dam, and everything else. Hi, I'm Bob Zadora, the Z team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person, who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. We're back on the morning show here on XL7. The weather,
The dam reports.
excuse me, dam reports, pictures, radars,
you name it.
forecast.
All sponsored by the Z-Team.
Of Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East here in Mountain Home. All your real estate needs can be met by them, by us. We don't own Century 21. Mickey and Jewel do, and we want that to be very clear. People think that, oh, well, I'll just call it. No, it's not my store, not our store. Jewel does a great job over there doing what she does. You want to see a plate spinner, try dealing with 30 people all at one time who've all got different problems. Some big. So, that's where you're sharing some money from.
I've been in there before. She can spin some plates.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can. But we have the weather and Scooter. How about some cameras from the bluff up there? Ooh, cleared out nicely. Very nice.
Yes, it did.
Cool.
I'm going to switch real quick because this is on a great shot right here.
Yeah.
It's nice. Water's still low. So
a little bit. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's moving, and everything is green. And
I bet the fishing is really good right now.
There were I bet there were 15 boats out there yesterday. Just on like from this side here till you get to the other long shot on the other side. They were lined up. And a couple guys down there waiting as well. Like you're right there, they were all the way down.
Jeez.
So it's good. It's good. God's country.
I call this Cotter Island, even though it's not an island. No. The way the water's shaped, it looks like an island.
You're in the elbow there, and it is what it looks like. It looks like Cotter Island. It does. Those skies were lighting up. 4 o'clock. It was a great light show came through. All up in Missouri, which was even better. It wasn't here in Arkansas. And some down south, you could kind of see some of the backlightning coming through. It's a great shot there. We go from both shoals on the left all the way to Mountain Home on the right. You can kind of see the Witches Tower standing up there in the middle, kind of 1 o'clock-ish. Great place to be. Come visit. Cotter's a good town.
It is.
You
guys got more and more.
I remember when that tree
on.
That's on the right,
yeah,
it was like one little bitty stick. It looked like the light pole. And you could see the kids running from home base to first, and you could see them all the way. Now, because you'd hear the click. You'd see the kid running. He'd be halfway to first place, and then with the aluminum bats, you'd hear the click of the things. It was like, oh, that's interesting.
Delayed sound.
Yep. Well, it's a little farther than you think. It was pretty during Trout Fest on Saturday. That was kind of cool. It's Big Spring in the back there. Another great place to go. You can go to Big Spring. You can swing off the rope into the spring.
Yeah, Bob said Reckenwald said he's gonna next time the grandkids are in. That's where he's gonna take them. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's great to see the big kids holding the rope for the little kids and helping them get up there and stuff like that. That's one of the best things about being here.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, you run through pictures.
All right, let's go over some temperatures.
Do that. Currently, it is Mountain Home is 60. It's 61 in Harrison, 63 in Batesville. Yellville is 60. Marshall, Salem are both 59. Mountain View, Arkansas is 60. Calico Rock is 61. West Plains, Missouri is 59, as is Springfield. Poplar Bluff is 62, and it's 56 in Missouri.
There we go.
Let's see how we look here. The radar is showing. You can see that stuff when this is us here and it blew through us. I don't know what this is going to do. It wasn't as bad as they said. I'm shocked.
No, it wasn't.
It's not as bad as they said. But whether it's supposed to be cloudy, but it'll be a little cooler than it was yesterday. So we'll have to see how that all works out. Any watches and warnings here? We've got nothing. There's some stuff on the farther west from us. I don't know if that's going to move over through here or not. 7-day forecast. Today it says there's an 80% chance of showers. By tonight, it drops to 50%, and there's a chance of some thunderstorms. Wednesday, high of 59, and 40% chance of showers. Wednesday night, it's going to clear out, and the temperature's going to drop into the low 40s. 67 on Thursday, mostly sunny. 44, mostly clear on Thursday night. Friday, 78, with a low Friday night of 52, and Saturday, 83. We will see.
What a roller coaster.
We'll see what we get. So, but it'd be nice if it'd be nice Friday and Saturday. It'd be good for my honey. Pollen counts. The breakdown: tree pollen is none the next 3 days. Grass pollen is going to be high the next 3 days because it's blowing up. And ragweed is at none right now. That's good. Dam reports. Lake Norfolk is at 552.78. which is 0.78 feet above pool. So they're in pretty good shape. I don't know what they had. Norfolk has their minimum flow. Bull Shoals is at 655.83, and that level is 3.7 feet below pool of 659, and they are also running minimum flow on one generator.
Yeah, they've been running minimum flow for a while, so they've
it hasn't been real high.
No.
So I think they've been playing with some of the mechanics inside there as well. So as long as they can do that and the rice farmers aren't calling for it, then it'll stay at minimum flow.
Awesome.
Because it ain't up to us, and then the weather
And they're
hasn't
not
been
needing
real
to generate
bad, so they're not
energy
needing to
yet.
send a lot of electricity out or anything like that. So that's a good thing as well. That's the weather. Lake reports, pollen counts, all brought to you by the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. Give my honey a call. She spins the plates really, really well. 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiretoarkansas.net. Check out the cameras, especially if the weather starts to go bad. It's a great light show that goes through there.
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back with news and views brought to you by the Ozark Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We'll be right back here on the morning show on XL7.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
And we're back on the morning show here on XL7. Scooter, thank you for getting me this far. As always, you never know how this is going to go. You never know how this is going to go. Smidge longer than I wanted, but that's okay. I'm not like just coming into the prayer now. That's long.
Been there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
So it's time for community news brought to you by the dealership that deals, Ozark Farm and Lawn. They're on 62 West over there. Excuse me. 4423 Highway 62 West in Mountain Home. 870-425-3434. They have everything. I mean, if you're driven by there,
they have one of everything.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, they got a little bit of a bunch of stuff. If you're looking for a staycation and you live on the other side, you go, I don't know where that's at. It'd be worth driving over there just to look at all the stuff they have.
Yes.
Colorful, right? Useful equipment. Things that you may not have ever realized how it is we gather the crops and do all the things that go on here, or raise cattle or hay. They have all the stuff that's there, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. I mean, if there's 5 people waiting in line, don't do it. But just go by and take a look and see and get a better grasp of what the farmers go through in their day-to-day lives.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the equipment's impressive. I mean, they've got everything from just the basic tractor, but then they've got the fancy, I mean, all computerized.
Oh, yeah, big cab models.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, they are impressive to look at. I mean, there's times I've got a big Kubota M9000 that I bought from there years ago, and they have done a great job of keeping me up running, but sometimes you sit there and you look at this technology, it's like, that would be nice to have that screen there. And
oh, yeah. New toys.
New toys.
And they've got some deals going on. There's some 0%
great deals
on some XL Tractor Series, the #1 selling compact. They have great RTVs and UTVs. They have diesel, full-size diesels. They have gas, stuff that you need to drive around in your land, stuff that you just want to go play around with. And you don't need to have 100 acres to have a UTV.
Yes. And then they got UTVs, and then they got RTVs, and RTVs are the rugged terrain vehicles. Yeah. They're just like a UTV, but they're not just for fun. They are there to work. I mean, they're built a little heavier. They're there to haul stuff. I mean, people use them every day, and
That's probably
they're
what
awesome.
I could use up on the ridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
may not be a bad idea. I may stop over there.
RTV may be handy for you.
Well, it would be, because it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. I couldn't use it on the bluff.
Yeah.
That just goes down. There ain't no coming back up on that. You find yourself in the river.
You may want a winch for that one.
With a long cable.
There you go. But they've also have full line of construction equipment now, where they're not just doing the tractors and stuff. They've kind of moved up to the construction, which works hand in hand with what they're already offering.
That's what they do. Yeah. Exactly. That's right in their wheelhouse. So, events, current news. The Stamp Out Hunger event is Saturday, May 9th. I got a little bit of pollen in there.
It happens.
Excuse me, please. This Saturday, Stamp Out Hunger, sponsored by NALC, the National Association of Letter Carriers, has teamed up with the local post office. This Saturday, please place unexpired, non-perishable food items, non-glass, by your mailbox, and letter carriers will do the rest. All food will benefit the Mountain Home Food Basket. The Mountain Home Food Basket serves over 500 households per month in our local area. They're a nonprofit depending on food and financial donations, as well as volunteer workers. So that's kind of cool. You don't have to come in. You can just put it in your box. Southern Crunch Promotions presents Demolition Derby in the fairgrounds, May 16th of 2026. The gates open at 4. The show starts at 7. Adults are 10. Kids 6 to 18 are $5. And under 6 is free. You can get a pit pass for $20. Limited weld stock SCFA youth mowers and power wheels. There'll be crashes, smashes, and full throttle action. I like that.
There you go. want to see the Power Wheels one.
One more thing this Saturday is Paul Bunyan breakfast at St. Peter's Catholic Church. It's at 249 Dyer Street in Mountain Home. That'll be from 7:30 to 10:30. It'll be scrambled eggs, pancakes, biscuits and gravy, sausage, juice, coffee in a cup on plates with like a real knife and spoon and fork. The Knights of Columbus do a tremendous job. They do so much charity work here that it's amazing that as devoted as these guys are. Jack's Package Store presents the Kentucky Headhunters live in concert Saturday, May 23rd at the Fulton County Fairgrounds in Salem, Arkansas. Gates open at 4, concert starts at 7. You can contact fultoncountyfair.org or you can call them at 870-895-5565. It's going to be a busy weekend down there. It's the Fulton County Homecoming Festival, and Chamber of Commerce is preparing a flyer highlights of the events leading up to the concert. Okay, come early. You can go to Brenda's Cafe or Jack's Package Store to get more information, and they probably have tickets. It's open air seating. You can bring lawn chairs or blankets. Tickets are $25 plus processing fees when purchased through Eventbrite, Square, or PayPal. So I would go over to Jack's and say, hey, Bob was talking about the Kentucky Headhunters. Tell me more. That'd be the best thing you could do. The Ryan Mallett football camp, excuse me, is going to start on Tuesday, June 9th. Registration and check-ins are at 8:15 a.m. Camp will be from 9 to 11:30. Cleats, water, and athletic wear needed by you. They're not going to have that. Reach out to Sary, S-A-R-Y, at mhbombers.com if you have any questions. And that's community news and events and happening. I apologize for the cough. It's just there. I don't know.
There's nothing you can do.
Nope, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Live TV, folks. Live TV.
There you go.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll jibber jabber for a minute or two.
Sounds good.
Here in the morning show.
Be right back.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Sleep.
And we're back. See, live TV. We're back here on the morning show here on XL7. We've been joined by Judge Kevin Litty from Baxter County. We have the coroner of Baxter County, Sam Seamans, and Marion County Judge Jason Stumph.
Good morning, Bob.
Morning.
Morning. Got a full house here.
We do. We do. So somebody had asked about the coroner's office.
So the host last month was asking about the
Yeah.
coroner's office, and Sam was chosen to.
So you go to the source.
Yeah, he was chosen to fill in the coroner's position for about a little over a year, and wanted to bring him so
Good.
He could tell what's going on in the coroner's office.
Here I am.
Here I am.
So you were asking earlier during the break about the position. It's an elected position. I'm one of the only elected officials in Baxter County who was not elected in a general election. I was appointed,
Right.
still by a vote of the quorum court, because the prior coroner resigned to do other things, and so that made it it's a little. My position is a little bit different, so I'm just filling out the term of an elected official, and so I took over in November of I think it was November 18th of last year, and so we're already in May. It's just flying by. So. As you might expect, we've been very busy. Our county is probably on track to have approximately over 850 to 900 deaths this year. Now, a lot of people hear a statistic like that and they're like, oh my gosh, 900 people. But those are natural deaths.
Yeah.
Many
Well, we're
of them.
old here. There's
hospice,
no question.
we have a retired community, so we have more hospice deaths during the week than anything. And hospice, all of our local hospice organizations do great jobs. We work very closely with them. That's one of the things that I changed when I first went here or took the position. I changed the way that notifications were made so that either myself or my deputy coroners weren't being woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning for a hospice death that we're not going to go out and investigate. Right. Because those deaths are monitored medically like you can't believe. There's records for everything, the drugs that they get, the therapies, what the doctors are doing with them. And so it's very, very documented. So our responsibility for hospice deaths is to enter it into the coroner's online system for recording those deaths called MDI log, medical legal death investigation log. And so we do that every week. We'll enter 2, 3, sometimes 5 of those a day. And so we kind of streamline that. So and the nurses have really liked it because they said, I hated waking you guys up at 2 in the morning for
I mean, you can mark the time of death at that, but
a person that's been in the death process for 6 months,
We'll call you at 8.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I set up a system where those deaths can be checked against a log that we created at each hospice organization. Those reports are filed, and then we do case management. The next coroner is Sarah Fisher's chief deputy. She does case management, and so we match those against death certificates to make sure that none of them have been missed, so that they all are entered into the system. So I was able to, I was kind of stuck with the prior coroner's budget, and I saw the need for an additional vehicle. And so I went out and got donations from community partners, and we raised collectively about $17,000 to get a new coroner's truck, so that if one goes down, and that truck has already been useful because at one time we had 2 trucks go down, and those things happen.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing against the Ford people, but sometimes they break, And so we got it to where. Hang on a minute.
It's not fix or
They're
fix or
Fords.
replace daily.
Yeah,
it's not,
I stuck with what was there.
Well, that was probably.
And they've been doing okay. So, so we got that going, and so we're never without, because you have one of the things I did was bring on extra deputies. We have myself, a chief deputy, which we're the only 24/7 department in the county that has 2 full-time employees. And that's pretty much a challenge.
A long clock.
It's not like back in the old days where one guy could just work it by himself. It's we're a lot busier now. Our population is busier.
Sure.
If you paid attention in the last month, we've had we had a couple of fatalities. We've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
And so that takes
real
personnel.
investigations, not just.
Yeah, and that takes, plus I don't want to wear any of my employees out by having them on call 3 or 4 days in a row.
Sure.
So I've gotten we've just got them, the new ones certified. So we have Alyssa Mercer, who's a deputy coroner, and Blair Brzezinski, who's also a deputy coroner. Alyssa had a background in EMT, Blair is an ER nurse, and so we've been fortunate.
Yeah. And you mentioned hospice. How many hospice houses are there here?
Well, there's only one hospice house. That's with Hospice of the Ozark, but there's Elite Hospice, Legacy Hospice, and sometimes for whatever reason, family members will bring hospice organizations, which is legal,
to the house
from other places. So, we work closely with all of them, and some are for profit, some are not for profit, and we have the hospice house is wonderful because they take in patients that the family just can't care for. My father was 98 and a half when he passed. And a lot of people knew him because I was always with him, And when it came time to the last few days of his life, it was, I'm not a nurse, and I don't have drugs, and we're family, like, what are we going to do? And then Hospice of the Ozark stepped in and really, really helped. We went to the hospice house, and it was just as peaceful as it could be. And so those are very important people in that end-of-life care chain. Sure. And we work very closely with them.
Yeah, because my mom, she wanted to die in house, and hospice came and took care of everything there. But we actually needed that outside party.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? The brothers and sisters back and forth. I mean, everybody's trying to do the right thing. Yeah. There's somebody who does this all the time.
Well, and a lot of people, too, don't understand the end-of-life process and what it actually, the experience is. For example, I've heard people tell me, well, we just like your advice, but we just want Dad to pass at home. And I said, have you ever seen anybody pass away at home? There's more to man. This isn't Little House on the Prairie. It's not like they just, go to sleep and it's so, peaceful. The dying process can be agonizing. It can be agonizing. And those professionals with hospice come in with their therapies, their medications, their professionalism, and make it not only easier for the person who's transitioning, but for the family.
Sure.
And so we love working close together with all those people. They were one of our sponsors for the truck, and it's just been a good thing for us.
And you mentioned I mean, we've had several fatalities.
Yeah.
And obviously the police do their thing.
Right.
And then you guys step in.
Yeah. So if there's a fatality, the whatever law enforcement agencies work in the accident, be it Arkansas State Police, Mountain Home, City of Mountain Home, Baxter County Sheriffs, they'll notify us, and then we respond to the scene. And there's a lot for us to do there. Once again, it's not TV. A fatality is anywhere from 4 to 6 hours of work because there's so much documentation to do. There's blood draws to do. And so we work closely with the state police or whatever agency it is to make sure that all of the information is documented, is recorded. If there are any needs for further examination, be it at the crime lab for autopsy or just toxicology, a blood draw, we take care of that. So whether it's vitreous eye fluid, I mean, there's a whole lot of a medical side to it. And so we make sure that we do our best to work with those agencies, because those are sometimes are very difficult situations. You got the road blocked, traffic's backed way up. A lot of people. Several people have asked me,
"Get them out of the way."
Why do you have blue lights on a coroner's truck? Well, I'll tell you why. Some of the traffic situations that we get into require us to use blue lights. Very slowly passing people, using a siren so we can get up to the scene. Because until we get
them out of the way,
until we get our work done, they're not going to open that road. Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons, And we work,
Well, you would work close with the police anyway.
Well,
having been the police over in different agencies over a number of years.
Yeah.
You've got good background in
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
that's got to make all that a little easier.
Oh, it does. And I know all the officers that are on the street. And so one thing to remember is, the coroner's office is under the law enforcement umbrella in the state of Arkansas. We have what's called a CLEST number. And so we're trained by the Arkansas minimum standards for law enforcement. And so you see a lot of many coroner's officers are armed because we're in places way out. I was on a call yesterday 1 mile from the Missouri border, out in the woods at a dead-end county road, and sometimes you're by yourself, and that's just the way that it works sometimes. So we work hand in hand with law enforcement, and I enjoy that part of it too, because I've been a police officer now for 40 years total, and I still have my hand in investigations just part-time, but that had to really reduce. I had to reduce my work there at the police department when I took over the coroner's office, because it's a full-time job.
Oh yeah.
So,
Judge Litty.
Of course, Sam didn't throw it in, but I think we open our RFQs either today or tomorrow. Sam, is that today? Is that correct?
I think it's this
I was
afternoon.
off yesterday, so I think it's today. But the coroner's office with he talked about the numbers that they handle, and they've kind of been bounced around of where they've occupied space within county government. But we've created a fund since I started as county judge back in '23, and hopefully we'll break ground on a new coroner's office this year. If I can sit down with Sam and the coroner-elect Sarah, and we can come up with a plan.
Yeah. What do we need?
Hopefully we can break ground on that pretty quick.
We're pretty ready to do that, by the way.
Yeah.
Sarah and I are busy. We've got our plans drawn up,
done.
but you got to get all that legal stuff that the county judge is doing out of the way.
But we open them, I think, today or tomorrow, and we'll pick an architect and a construction manager advisor on that, and hopefully on a project like that we can get a design and break ground pretty quickly. Going to build it over.
Where's that going to go?
It's going to go between the jail and the CID office over at the sheriff's office. So it'll be a good location because the coroner's office and local police work together.
Sure.
But pretty excited about getting that project started too. So.
How big of a facility is it going to be?
The footprint that they did on a site plan was about 6,000 foot total, but it's a big 3-bay garage type area, cooler area with some office on the end of it. So
it's designed specifically for the needs of the coroner's office, so we can back our trucks in, close the door. In our job, we try to be as discreet and respectful as possible, because these are not just bodies, but they're deceased persons, and they're loved by their families. And a lot of times we're working with families, and what's the worst day of their life,
Oh, yeah.
And so having a facility and where we can actually also meet with them, we just don't have that right now. Our office is very, very small. We're thankful for it, but it's pretty small. But to have a place where we can meet with families, where we could possibly later on do maybe some limited examinations with forensic pathologists, have a theater to do that, so we may not have to send everybody, each decedent to Little Rock that needs an examination, because sometimes the pathologists just want something specific. They may say, well, just draw blood, vitreous eye fluid, and send that to us. Or they may say, yeah, we really need to look at this one thing, but to look at that one thing, the body has to be taken down to Little Rock. There's cost associated with that.
Sure.
And
the family's waiting and everything.
And they're so very busy down there. I mean, every time I'm down there, they're just really, really super busy. So to have a facility that we can do our jobs, a place that it's going to look nice, we're going to have plenty of room. And right now we have what's called a 3-stack cooler. Bodies that are kept to be sent down have to be cooled, and so we have just a 3-stack cooler. It's very small, but it's what we have.
It's what you got, and it's better than it was 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, 15 years ago,
it was like nothing.
No, we would have to lean on. Well, we would have to depend on in Arkansas specifically, as rural a state as we are, coroner's offices mainly depended on funeral homes for their operations.
Right.
So you'd be a coroner call, they need to be transported, and you would see a funeral home vehicle show up, and we would have to put bodies in their cooler. And that can present some legal issues, especially if there's let's say it's a homicide. Well, you don't have really a body secured. You've got a body in a cooler at a funeral home with multiple employees that can access that area, so there's a chain of evidence issue. You're a retired cop, you know how that works. So we've corrected all of that. But this new facility that Judge Litty has helped us work on, which we're very appreciative for, is going to bring us into
it's time.
into this century.
It's
Yeah.
time. Well, it is. We've come a long way.
Speaking
of come a long way, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a minute or two after some words from our sponsor here on the morning show on XL7.
Art is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Our community, relationships matter. A handshake still means something, and neighbors look out for one another. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your biggest supporters, because every dream, every first step, and every big moment deserves someone who's right there with you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, rooted in Arkansas, growing communities. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville, voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day, or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday, 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today, where comfort meets savings. Your senior healthcare specialist.
And we're back here on the morning show. We have Sam Seamans, who's the coroner of Baxter County. We have Judge Kevin Litty and Jason Stumph of Marion County.
Yes, sir.
My county. And every county's different. Our situation in Marion is different than here, population-wise and everything
I
else.
felt like I walked into the wrong show. I'm learning how the other half lives. Yeah.
It isn't, that river makes a big difference.
Boy.
It really does. I've been on this side and been on that side. Well, one of the other things that I noticed, all four of us are retired policemen, all giving back in some way or another to the community. You know, it's like, it's just part of what we do. We don't just stop. And we're blessed to have the coppers that we've got here.
Yes.
And I just wanted everybody to be recognized for past service as well as their current service to the community.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for your...
I look at you two as cops, not thinking of myself over here.
But I think our jobs as law enforcement officers have kind of prepared us for what we're doing now.
Yeah,
it does.
It does, absolutely.
In a big way.
I mean, just work. You know, it's completely different in a way being a police officer and a county judge. Although you're dealing with the general public.
Exactly, you're solving problems. That's the way I always look at it.
Public service.
But the how you deal with people is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been an enjoyment for me.
They come with different problems.
Yeah, they do. Whether
But you get to help somebody every day of your life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes,
true.
Yeah, that's the way I've always
That's
looked at
great.
it. That was when we talked about the real estate. I didn't know about real estate, but I knew coming between the police and the United Center and things that I had done, that's really what it is. It's solving people's problems and leaving them with a smile on their face.
Yeah, it is.
Our situation in Marion, like I say, is a little different. We don't have as big of a coroner's office, but it's expanded now much better than it was the last couple of minutes.
I'm excited to see how things can happen in the future where there's more than one truck When there's an actual full-time deputy coroner, that's good. We filled that position, but it hasn't been there for a while.
Yeah.
So just one. And new facilities. We took a condemned building by the state, and we reconditioned the roof and took the tiles out and the air ducts, re-put those back in. And now it's a OEM/Veteran Services Officer/coroner's office. So not as much room and space, but we make do with it what we got right now in Marion
We got to
County.
start something.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think that we'll see they'll continue to grow as our population increases.
Correct.
You know, we don't realize how population has changed dramatically since the census.
Oh.
The census was pre-COVID.
And that was 2020, correct?
And that, right.
Yes.
And so the number of people that come here over the
very much so
is making a big difference. So Sam, when you're dealing with people, we talk about being the police and how that helps with that and helping them through that time.
Right.
Maybe expand on that a little bit, because that's part of the public service, but
Right.
bringing comfort to people.
Correct.
Yep. And having kind of a sense of what is, having a sense of what to do next, and because we work so closely with law enforcement, we are under the law enforcement umbrella. Sometimes you're in situations that are not typical for somebody that's just doing, more of a clinical job in a sterile setting. I mean, I've been on calls where, because when you're talking about the death of someone, especially an unexpected death of a younger person, sometimes those scenes are, and these gentlemen know that, this, can get very volatile. I remember being on a scene years ago where, sadly, a young man had overdosed, and there was a relative there that got extremely violent in the front yard and started destroying yard ornaments and threatening me, and at that time there was no deputy there. They were on the way, and so there had been a deputy there, but they had to leave on an emergency call, and they were sending another one to come, and so I was by myself in the front yard with this guy, and so my law enforcement background, I was able to talk to the guy and not panic. He was a big guy, and I thought, well, this
now you really got to talk.
This may get ugly. This could get ugly, So I might get skin up here, but wouldn't be the first time. But I was able, because of my, as a police officer, one of the first things you learn is to control your emotions. You do not panic. You put on that game face. You push. You exude confidence and strength. And so I think for deputy coroners, that's really important. Our next coroner-elect, Sarah Fisher, she's also a law enforcement officer, part-time. So she's got some of that background that I think is going to serve her well. And so they are very closely related jobs, vocations, professions, if you will. And I like to encourage Judge Stumph that just keep going, because 15 years ago we didn't even have a vehicle.
Yeah. Right.
We had. It was an old gray Dodge pickup that we first got that I think that was a drug seizure, and we put a camper shell on it and converted that to our
it worked
first.
Out just fine, didn't it?
And it worked for a time, but we kept getting busier and busier and busier. And so back in that day, 15 years ago and beyond that, it was the Dr. Snow, and things were just done so much different. He's a man of his time. Things were very, very different. I think the budget was like $8,000. You can't run a coroner's office on $8,000. Not now, you can.
Not now.
So
the times have changed too.
Times have changed
too. People
expecting.
Yeah,
and the former coroner and myself, he was Bradley Hayes.
Nice kid.
He and I, nice man, very professional guy. He and I began to work together, and he became the chief deputy under Dr. Snow. And then when Dr. Snow retired, Bradley took over, and then we worked together to kind of bring it up to where it is now. And so that's why I wanted to put my name in the hat when this opportunity came forward, because I was there from the very beginning of
continue the legacy
from nothing to today. So and it's just a journey, and you just keep growing, you keep going, and figuring out ways to do things.
Our past administration helped out with that. I was a deputy sheriff then. My other judge was Judge Massey, and about the fourth or fifth time we had to push the coroner's minivan out of the stuck position or walked the deceased 200 or 300 yards down the side of a mountain because they couldn't get to it. They found a way to find some money and got that first new truck for the coroner's office.
That's another reason why all of our trucks are four-wheel drive.
Yes.
Because
correct.
I this past not really snowstorm, but if you remember this past winter, we had 1 week that was
1 week was kind of lost.
Yeah, and there's no way I could have gotten to the scene where this decedent was without that 4-wheel drive truck, and it was a natural death, so he didn't have to be sent for autopsy or anything. But then that raised the question: how are we going to get him to a funeral home? Well, I was able to, take possession of that decedent and put him in my vehicle and transport him to a local funeral home that would not have been able to get out there with a van.
Right, yeah.
There just would have been no way.
Yeah, the Cadillac was.
So you just have to be prepared for all of those exigencies.
Judge Stumph.
Yes, sir.
You came all this way. I got to give you some time. Tell me about good things in Marion County.
Good things is, again, rain in small, manageable increments.
There you go.
I know crops and cattle have suffered a little bit, and I get it, but we've made some headway on roads. It's the first spring in my administration where we haven't had a natural disaster so far. And I don't fear saying that out loud, because I think it's going to be a good spring for us. We've had some good weather, but we've been able to catch up on a lot of things for the past 2.5 years. I used to say we were 32 months behind. We're probably 18, 17 months behind right now.
Good.
We're making headway. So with that, MC 4017 is going to be closed down from today until the end of the week. We had a semi-truck go down a road where he shouldn't have passed a sign and destroyed 2 large culverts.
Do we sue them for that?
Well, huh?
Do we sue them?
We don't have to sue. We just call, talk to them, and we take care of things.
Okay. Well, I just meant we take some sort of action.
Yes, we do. Yes, we take action, and fault's admitted, and we go from there. Yes. Okay. Very simple process, because around here, people say, I jacked up. I went through the wrong sign. I messed up.
You're going to get more of that than go, no, that wasn't me. That was the guy ahead of me. Yeah.
Wasn't on purpose.
So that'll be shut down for the remainder of the week, and it's all on Facebook and KTLO, and we put it out on Friday when we're done. But I had mentioned before that in the past, we're revamping our fair board and what we're doing at the fairgrounds and trying to get more traction out there, get things going. So this Thursday, we have a dinner, bounce house, and music and more at the fairgrounds. It starts this Thursday at 5:30. You can get shredded chicken sandwiches, coleslaw chips, and there's going to be a mini Sunday bar as well. So it's a family fun night. Come on out and enjoy. And next week, May 15th and 16th, we've got the first round of the AFR rodeo coming through. To come out there 2 nights in a row. 0 to 5 years will be free for that. 6 to 12 will be $5, and 13 and up will be $10. And those will be starting at 4 p.m. with the things getting set up, and then 5 p.m. action both those nights. And it's going to be great.
So you need to send those flyers to Scooter so that we get really, really good coverage, elbow flip and things like that with the antenna. You got to let him know that.
Good.
All the stuff that I read, we're always looking for stuff.
Yes.
So
I want to keep building it. Because again, like I've said so many times, if we don't get it moving and don't go forward like other towns and counties before, we'll lose it. I don't want to lose that.
No.
Not at all.
No, we got the facility out there.
That's right.
We need
I want
to draw
be a
more attention
destination
to it and
move forward.
Right. Talked about staycations earlier.
That's right.
When you were driving, we were talking about staycations and people's coming here, Baxter, Marion, and there's enough to do here that people don't really think about. You got the caves in both shoals. There's a ton of stuff to do that people just don't know about.
Correct.
There's bicycle trails up there along the core line and stuff along the river.
We'll add it to the list.
A bunch of places that were just redone. The state came in and helped redo some of those roads for the bikes. And
my wife and I took an extended weekend last weekend at 125 Marina. I mean, why go somewhere? We live in an area people vacation in.
They come to us.
Yes, exactly. so we go
Why
there.
do we leave?
Yes.
I had a guy, we were driving around and we're looking at houses and this and that, and after an hour or so he goes, maybe you could answer a question for me. I go, sure. He goes, why are there so many people with RVs here? He says, why would they ever want to leave? Mm-hmm. And that was his thought.
Yeah. We take our RV and we go 23 miles up the road, and we post up for the weekend.
You go to a state campground.
That's
here.
right.
Yeah. I said, sometimes you just need to get away a little bit.
Right below the dam, we'll go right down there.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Oh man, great spot.
Is part of the national park, Buffalo National River Park, is that part of that in your county?
Yeah.
Down south, yeah. That's
I
another
got
beautiful
Bull Shoals, I got White River and Buffalo.
Arkansas State
God's
Parks.
backyard.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yes, sir, indeed. So we thank everybody for coming. You got a break. You didn't have to talk hardly at all. Well, you had to introduce. That worked out really well. He had your back the whole time.
He was
There's no
rolling.
question. Come Come join us tomorrow here on the morning show. I'll be back on Friday with This Week in Real Estate. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. Tomorrow on the morning show.